Dragonvania is a 3D action platformer starring a little dragon in a castle and his quest to save his mother from an evil king. In the very first month of planning, the game started as a simple Metroidvania focused on collecting magical powers around a castle and using those powers to navigate the castle more. I originally imagined a game where the player would have many options for any situation, whether for combat or for movement. As development went on, some of the restrictions placed on the project meant that we had to shift less towards the focus on exploration known throughout the genre and more on a concise yet fun platforming challenge. Changing plans in the middle of development was tough, and we struggled with the game's identity for a bit, but we pulled through and created a great game to be proud of, while still giving the player many tools, such as the elemental form mechanic. Dragonvania is now only a Metroidvania by name, but I still believe we succeeded in salvaging our original plans to create something new and exciting. I will hand it over to Garrett now.
My name is Garrett Howard. I will be talking about some of the main systems and mechanics that are used throughout the game. The first would be the usage of different elements to overcome different obstacles. The player will discover different elements that will provide them with unique offensive and defensive abilities. These abilities are paired with the level design to provide unique platforming opportunities, as well as combat opportunities where the player may select the element that better suits their playstyle. The other important mechanic used in Dragonvania are the pickups in the game. There are two main types of pickups in the game, health and elemental. The health pickups, raising the player's maximum health or restoring health that has been lost. The elemental pickups unlock elemental states that were not available before, or boost an element to deal more damage. Now passing it off to Jack.
What worked well during development and what did not? Our team started with a solid concept that remained consistent throughout development. One of the key successes was staying true to the original vision of the game, which allowed us to bring elements like the elemental abilities and dynamic battles with enemies to life. The level design was another highlight, with intricate features like traps, hidden areas, and pickups adding an element of fun. Although these elements required extensive effort, the result was worth it. Playtesting and addressing bugs were also effective processes. While it felt never-ending at times, the bug fixes were crucial to refining the game. The most frustrating aspect was the constant flow of bugs. For every issue we resolved, new ones would appear, creating a domino effect. This led to countless hours of troubleshooting and playtesting to iron out the problem. A major challenge was that many scripting ideas, which were more suited for 3D games, didn't translate smoothly to our 2.5D environment. We had to get creative, finding workarounds to ensure features functioned properly. In the end, despite the frustration and grueling work, the final product is something we can all be proud of. The team's dedication and passion for the project kept us motivated, and though development was demanding, it ultimately paid off as our vision came to life. I hand it over to Seth to discuss useful skills that were learned during this project.
Hello everyone, it's Seth, and today I'm here to talk about some skills that we've acquired that really stood out to me during the Capstone. First and foremost would be level design for sure. This was a lot of our team members' first times working on a 2.5D Metroidvania style game. It's definitely a unique style, and it was a challenge, but it was a fun challenge, and definitely tested our level design skills. Secondly, the ability to adapt and to change and be flexible as designers. There were a lot of things that throughout the Capstone needed adjustment, or for instance, we had several levels that were fully designed that ended up getting cut from the game, and that's just part of the industry, and that's a huge challenge as a designer, but that was something that was really important that we as a team tackled. And finally, communicating ideas or critiquing in a professional manner, that was also huge. Being able to talk to each other about things that are working or not working, and deciding how to tackle those challenges or issues together. So yeah, those are some skills that throughout the Capstone that we definitely harnessed and used. And now finally, I'll pass you along to Nero.
Hello, I am Nero Greyman, and in this segment of the video I will be going over some of the cool features of our game. For me, one of the coolest features is the fact that all of the player abilities have secondary functions that are used to help the player navigate through a level. For example, the fire, earth, and air abilities allow the player to open special doors. The air ability also allows the player to jump higher and fall down slowly, allowing the player to reach places that they cannot reach when using the other abilities. The lightning ability can be used to avoid traps like spikes or the swinging sights. And the melee attack can be used to open doors. It can also be used to gain a recovery item or have the chance of a recovery item to spawn once an enemy is defeated with it. Well, this marks the end of my segment of the video.